Sexiest place on earth, and good fucking morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Eat a taco or a pussy, whatever you prefer. It was the fucking lyrics to the song, bro. Duh. Good morning, BDO. Good morning, Yeet. Good morning, Roll. Good morning, Sleaze. Good morning, Reasonable. Good morning, Marilyn Maverick. Good morning, Mogrins. How the fuck are you? I hope you're doing well. Why not both? Exactly. Yes. We love, dude, there ain't nothing like a fucking good taco. A good taco. You know what I'm talking about. A good fucking taco where it's very clear that they care about their fucking tacos. Man, nothing makes me more sad than like a Taco Bell taco, man. They're just not a taco. My volume is not letting me control it for myself, and it's so loud right now. Please, please, please. Hello, sunshine. Okay, there we go. God damn, that was loud for me. What up, Japita? How you doing, Honey Bean? Why not both? Exactly. I wish I had a cool Taco Tuesday thing to do, but I don't have a cool taco book to read from, so I do have a pussy, though. So, like, happy Taco Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a good Monday. It's so weird having a Monday off and being like, hope you guys had a good day off. It's not. It's nobody's day off. Nobody gets a Monday. What the fuck? We got a family-owned Mexican place nearby, and it's the best food. Like, Colorado is a struggle because there's so much good Mexican food. There's literally one of my neighbors has a taco truck. He parks it outside his house. Like, there are good fucking taco trucks everywhere. God damn it. A message to me from you. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up on the wrong. I almost pulled it up on the wrong monitor. Thank you for those biddies. You scared the shit out of me. Hold up. I'm very excited. Let me let it buffer for a second. Dude, Sleaze, one of the most like epic moments of my life that I don't know, it was crazy. When I was 18 years old, my parents took me and all my sisters to Mexico because they like rented someone's timeshare and it was super cheap or something like that. And I want to say it was either on our way back or on our way down there. I can't remember which one it was. We had a layover in San Diego that was like a full day, so we had to stay the night there. And we found this little Mexican place with like, it just looked like your everyday Mexican restaurant, but I fuck you not. There was a tiny little abuela sitting on the curbside outside the restaurant, hand making every single fucking tortilla used in that place. And it was just, I mean, had I not even known that, I would have been like, oh my God, these are the best tortillas I've ever had in my entire life. Like, we ended up going there twice, I think, in under 24 hours just to eat the tortillas. I don't remember much of Mexico, but I remember those fucking tortillas in San Diego like nobody's business. Yeah, dude, it's so hard because there's just so many places. It's like, where do you want to go? Okay, hold on. This is a message from Barilla. Hold on. Pause. Fucking how like if someone like Marjorie Taylor Greene listened to that on a daily basis, though, it could be really dangerous. Is that your actual fucking view, dude? I wish. Who's he talking to? Us. 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 We are. Wait, what was it? Hold on. What does he say at the beginning? You're a.
18 motherfucking months! Take your joy, fuckers. Thank you so much for some of the class, keeping it classy alive and giving an anus its wings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways.
That's two babies, motherfucker. We feast upon the long pig tonight. You all, cheers to that, dude, Brilla. That was beautiful. I just wanted to hear, what does he say at the beginning again? Good morning, you stunning sack of fucking sunshine. We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Why are you like this? How dare you? That was so good, Brilla. I don't know how you found that, but that's fucking beautiful. Bless you for that. I feel like the vast majority of people should listen to something like that in the beginning of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know how much time we Yeah. 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 Dude, it's nauseating how commercials stick in your head like that. For me, it's a lot of like radio commercials because I didn't have TV as a kid and we did tons of long drives. And they're the most obscure commercials because it was like Eastern Washington commercials on the radio where no one else knows what the fuck I'm talking about. One that pops up in my head all the fucking time is the United Furniture Warehouse, bum. No one knows what that is, except unless you lived in unless you're one of the 10 people in Eastern Washington. Good morning, noisy lobster. I hope you're doing well, honeybean. Gus Oz? Who's Oz? I don't know an Oz. The JG Wentworth, yes. Dude, it's so weird how those, and it's the shitty ones that get stuck in your head. No, no, I'm not even gonna do it. No, I'm not even gonna read it out loud, Mogrins. I'm not gonna do it. Nope. Where's the lighter? Cheers. Nope. No. Oh, God. Kill it. Kill it. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Cheers, everyone. Good morning, Mismo. $988 $2,300 Empire. Disgusting. I can't remember some of the most vital information in my life, but I can remember that. No shit. If you think about it, those like I don't know what you call people that write music for commercials, they should have been paid more. Like, I don't even, does United Furniture Warehouse even exist? And this bitch is still United Furniture Warehouse. I always think of that part in Juno. If you've ever seen Juno, it's a pretty good movie. Oh God, what's the actor's name? I'm so bad at this. I know him. It's on the tip of my dick. I don't remember. Neither here. Not Elliot Page. The husband of the woman she's giving her kid away to. He's super famous. I'm just blanking on it. The husband of Jennifer Garner. Wow. I imagine I got that one. I don't even like Jennifer Garner. Bateman, yes. Jason Bateman. Oh my God, we did it. Teamwork. Jason Bateman. He writes in the movie. That's his job. He like writes jingles for commercials, and he's trying to explain it to Juno. And he points to his kitchen. He's like, "Oh, see that kitchen?" And he like plays a little 5-second jingle on his keyboard, and he's like, "This paid for that." I think they should be like the jinglers. Shut the fuck up. They better be called jinglers. A lot of jingle writers are never even credited. That's insane because that shit gets stuck. The best commercials are Wilford Brimey yelling at diabetics. Dude, what the fuck, though? Did you ever see the diabetes cat that looks like Wilford Brimley? I'm pretty sure as the Frank put him in the Sad Cat Diary video. If you guys binge Sims of Frank. Like, what's his nuts in 2.5 Men? Charlie Sheen. What's his nuts? Tiger Blood. That's what I call him. Tiger Blood. Didn't he lose? That's the one that lost his fucking mind, right? He started going off about how he has tiger blood. Wilford Brimley, what's your favorite candy bar? I don't eat candy. I got diabetes. I'm Wilford Brimley and I have diabetes. Would you like to get your diabetes medicine delivered to your door? Dude, you guys hear about the California, is it the governor? Senator? I'm really bad at the titles and shit. He turned down, like he vetoed a bill to make it so insulin it has to be capped at $30. I thought he was a Democrat. Like he vetoed some pretty crazy shit recently, which was weird. Yeah. You heard about that? Like he vetoed a couple different things where I was like, what? Like he vetoed a bill to protect not protect discrimination, but to make discrimination against people of a caste system illegal. So if you're unfamiliar with a lot of Indian cultures, they have a caste system you're born into. So like if your dad is in a low caste, you are born into that caste, you can never come out of that caste, and when they move to the US, they're still treated shittily. He turned down a bill to like stop that. Governor, that's a little complicated though. The state's trying to make their own version of insulin, and I think the worry is about competition with that. Oh, they're trying to make their own insulin. Interesting. A deep fake? Shut up. No shit, Noisy. Do you have any like? If I'm totally off base on that, I literally just got the rundown from Philip DeFranco this morning, and he is a Californian. Like he's a local Californian, and he definitely like knows what the fuck he's talking about most of the time. But it was a very rough run over it. It just seemed like a lot of odd things to turn for a Democrat. Like Democrat Republican doesn't really matter. We all know that. Like titles are titles. But like what? I actually have diabetes, so it's funny to me. It's not funny. You shouldn't go poor to live. Oh, it's because he supposedly wants to have California make their own insulin down the line. So how close is that? Are people going to die of diabetes while he's trying to do that? It's the pharma money, right? That's why I kind of ditched my chemistry degree. Like I went to school for a fucking long time and got a chemistry degree, and instantaneously everyone was like, "Oh, so you're gonna work in pharmaceuticals?" I was like, "No, what?" And they're like, "That's all there is. Go get a PhD or work on a bench in pharmaceuticals." I was like, "Fuck that. I can't do it." I'd be bored out of my fucking skull, but it's even at the age of like 19 or 20, I knew it was fucking disgusting. I had to turn my fan down. So since I had nothing on my plate this morning, I decided to try a wake and bake. Many years since college, wink. Ooh. And to do it right, I figured it would have been the first drug I took, right? Like no coffee yet. Oh. I had a clean bong rinse last night, and I keep cold water in the fridge for my bong. So I go to fill it up, and just as I'm about to take the cap off and pour it into my bong, I realize it's the cap to my milk. You have to have the coffee first. That's the key. This is why, kiddos, we don't wake and bake. God damn, that's hilarious. That's great. I just listen to Philip DeFranco. Philip DeFranco is a guy on YouTube who's been doing a news. He's had a news channel for like 10 plus years or something like that, but he's pretty fucking credible. He vetoed the insulin bill because he's working with a nonprofit that would cost $30 a month for insulin as opposed to $35 a month, so it's cheaper. So he is like, that's gonna happen before we're dead then. In California, we're supposed to try to make a universal healthcare system in California, which like, this is just coming from a medical standpoint, I find very, very far reaching, simply because your state, like California, the state, I shouldn't say your state. I mean, who knows how many Californians are here, but the state is taken over by Kaiser Medical, and Kaiser will not let that go. Kaiser is like a chain that has been buying hospitals up the West Coast for many, many years. Like they've started creeping into Oregon. They will not let that happen. They have almost like a monopoly over major hospitals in California. I don't know how they would, you know what I'm saying? The hospitals are moneymakers. Like they just want money. We all know that. But a chain hospital, it's the KFC of hospitals, my dudes. One of my patients can't get his Ozempic for diabetes because people are using it for weight loss. Dude, Skittles, I just saw a post the other day and I just get so mad. Like it was a post by what's her name? Ozzy Osbourne's wife. I just forgot her first name. Mrs. Osbourne. And she was it was like a sad Sharon, thank you. It was a sadness about how she didn't mean to get this thin on Ozempic, and she's just really like disappointed in what's happened with her body. And I'm like, you took diabetes medicine to lose weight and you weren't even fat. Like you had a very normal body. And like there's people who literally can't get their diabetes medicine because she wanted to be skinny and she wants people to feel bad for her because she took too much Ozempic and now she's too skinny. Make it make sense. I got my updated COVID and flu shots yesterday afternoon, feeling crappy, but totally worth it. Good. I mean, not that you're feeling crappy, but I'm glad you got your fucking boosters. Kaiser's trying to take over. Kaiser's in Washington now, no shit. Nuh-uh. Oh, that's so scary. They have way too much money. There should be no such thing as a chain of hospitals. Hello, Mayo. Good morning, love. How are you? I hate that what you're saying is true, Katie, but that's my impression living here. Major corporate pressure. It sucks. I don't like it. It doesn't excuse any of the behavior. It's just I worked in hospitals for many years. And like I haven't worked in hospitals now for 4 years, but I worked in them for 13. And at the beginning, like when I was doing my clinicals at the beginning of those 13 years, people were talking about Kaiser and how creepy it was that there was a chain hospital creeping up the coast towards us. And I was in Washington State. If you're not willing to compete with public sector offerings, is it really about competition? Oof. Truth. Oh, Jade, I have a sinus infection. I feel you. I don't know how the fuck I got it, but I am so swimming right now. I'm trying my best, but man, my head is like. I'm heading out to get my COVID booster, flu, and RSV jabs. Fuck yes. Get some Pedialyte. Or like some, those vitamin C packets or whatever. Just give yourself a boost, CJ. I'm proud of you. Kaiser employees did go on strike for a bit because they don't pay well at all. Kaiser's always been very good to me, but I get it, they're powerful. Exactly. There's nothing saying there's anything bad with them now, but it's kind of like, it's just scary. You know? If an entire coast of the US is owned by an entire coast of hospitals is owned by like one group, it's just, it could be potentially an amazing thing if they decided to actually function as a hospital. But in my experience, I've never seen that happen. It doesn't mean it won't. Twitchcock, you can say Twitchcock. Staffing ratios are also such a problem at Kaiser for folks I've chatted with. They run their nurses into the ground. That is, I remember that. Yep. That was one thing I heard. Like they push, there's actually national laws as to how many patients a nurse can be given, have under their care, depending on the severity of the patient. And so for instance, like if you're a cardiac patient, like you have had heart surgery or a lung surgery, it's a 1-to-1. That is a law. That is a fucking national law. Because of the amount of care you need, that nurse cannot be torn between two people. But Kaiser pushes it, and they'll do 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 with cardiac patients. Because there's no checks and balances, because they own all the hospitals. There's no other hospital being like, hey, that's bad. And that's where it can get very, do you want the nurse on her 6th 12-hour shift with a 3-to-1 as a cardiac patient? Because I don't. No offense to that nurse. They're probably great, but like, fuck that. They're tired. There's a bug going around with a long-lasting cough and sore throat. This is the first time in my life that I don't have strep because I'm a gene carrier and get it every time. I get strep every time too, and I'm really trying to fend it off. Yesterday, I felt like that nasty congestion. Like, when you just feel that heaviness in your face, and I was like, oh, fuck, it's gonna happen. And I went and took like a boiling hot shower, plugged the tub, so the shower just started to fill the tub, and just like let the steam hit. And it was just like green shit just out of my face. And I was like, God, how? I work from home. How? A child made me ill somewhere along the line, and I must find them and doom them. I hate it so much. But that explains why I've been so fucking mucusy for a week. Medicine's like money. If power is too centralized, development stagnates. Exactly. Yeah. When I hear the name Kaiser, I just want to roll. It does make me think of a roll every time. Doctors at Kaiser can limit their intake, but nurses are still drowning. Yeah. They have a nurse can't say no. A nurse wouldn't say no, though. That's the thing. If they were like, every nurse on the floor is doing a 3-to-1 because we're low staffed, no nurse would be like, fuck that patient. So of course they're going to do it, but it doesn't make it right. A dry cough for 3 to 4 weeks, fuck that shit. I really hope it doesn't turn into a cough. I'm okay with the nose. I don't want to cough. Dude, noisy. Honestly, it was almost like snorting like icy hot or something. Like it was, a ton. It just like started to blow out of my face, and I was standing there and like, and it felt almost like stingy. All the air I could suddenly get into my face. I was like, oh my God. But it worked. It got it out. So gross, though. So gross. Moving to Spain to teach English and got sick my first week. Boo. This is the season. I swear, every fall. It's because all the kids go back to school, cough on each other, come home, get their parents sick, and then we work with their parents or interact with their parents. My allergies act up and clog my sinuses, and if I don't clear them out, I get a sinus infection. Exactly what happens to me. But like, you can't. It's like I go through like a box of tissue every 3 days. Like I am blowing my nose so much because I know you have to get it out. Like, what do you do? There's only so much I can do. I try. Like, it's just stuck in there. My face keeps it. It's like, no, mine. It's starting to come up. I coughed this morning. I thought, oh, get it out. If you start hearing, like, you can do, this is kind of like a little pre-test. If you feel like you're getting a chest cold, you can do something called a singer's cough, where you don't actually, but you just exhale as hard and as fast as you possibly can until you get to that bottom reserve. And if you start, like, I probably have a little bit right now because of this shit going on. If you start to hear a rattle, that means it's starting to settle in the lower lobes and you got to cough that shit up. We talked about it. Ass below head. If it's a federal law, there's no way it can be reported, or is there no federal power? It's a case of like, You can report it, but what are they gonna do? There literally isn't another nurse, and you've got the human patient. So the hospital can get fined over and over, but there's not, you know what I'm saying? It reminds me of when I worked at Hopkins. I've told you guys this before, but like, as far as I know, the vast majority of people who work 12-hour shifts in hospitals, we don't have scheduled breaks, lunches, etc. Like those, it's kind of like if you get a chance, you sit and inhale something. And they tried, like someone in my department, some respiratory therapist, was pissed at my bosses and went to the state and reported that we don't get breaks and we don't get lunches and all this shit. When, like, you guys know I've told you, like, there are some shifts where I literally got paid 12 hours to watch YouTube. We get breaks. They're in there. It's just not scheduled, and it's not like it's not a break where I can take my phone and my pagers, turn them off, and just walk away for 30 minutes. Like, you gotta go. And it's like they tried to do this thing where managers would actually stay on night shift and walk around the hospital covering lunches, i.e., taking our phones from us. And it was just kind of a joke because as a respiratory therapist, if I hear the code go off, I'm not gonna sit there and munch my bagel. I'm gonna get up and run the fuck to my patient because I'm still not clocking out. There's no clocking in, clocking out for lunches or breaks or anything. So it's not like I'm breaking any laws. So it's just like I don't know what you would call that, but it's like a loop of like, yeah, it's wrong. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Fine the hospital over and over, which then means the hospital can't hire more nurses. I don't know. I don't know the answer for it. They need to hire more nurses, but finding, you know what I'm saying? It's like finding someone for overdrafting. Like, you didn't have any money, we're gonna charge you more money. Like, what the fuck are you doing? There's just I don't know the answer for it. I've never used one, but I had those flush things for sinuses, right? Neti Pot, yes. I've tried those. I have a fucking deviated septum, like, naturally, and it doesn't go through. It just goes down the back of my throat. It sucks. Hot beverages are everything. Hot beverages, and I don't do Benadryl. I do those, Advil sinus and headache tabs. They fucking work so well. I totally get it, Jade. I totally get it. There's so much human factor in that kind of work. It's insane. Yes, very much so. So the fines aren't enough. There needs to be more focus on the fact that humanity of the nurses aren't being used against them. They need to like there needs to be some in my opinion, I don't know if this would work or not, but I think they need to do something more than fine the hospital. Hospitals have like a grading system. You know what I mean? Like it's not like A B C D E F, but you can imagine it that way. It's just worded differently. So hospitals can be like a hospital of excellence, and that means you have this record with this, you have this many codes, you have this many deaths, this many successes, this many surgery, blah blah blah. It all has to do with like all your stats within your hospital. And I've talked about this before. Like I've told you guys, I've seen patients like come flying out of the OR just to die in the hallway, so that our OR stats are beautiful. Like that kind of thing is literally constant. Um, I think there needs to, I don't know what it would be. Like the hospital needs to be threatened to fucking shut down. Like, if you can't run appropriately, you don't get to run. I think I mean, that's the only thing I could see getting them to change anything, because I know there's money in the hospital. Like, if all of administration's making six figures, there's money. They're just flushing it up to people that sit in desks for 8-hour shifts a day. There's money all over. I just don't know where the fuck it is. I know they can use it, though. You're basically responsible for your own breaks and lunches. Exactly. And again, like I've told you guys this, I would put my bagel in my pocket and run to my patient because that's my patient whom I have full responsibility over and care of and I care about. I am human. I have fucking feelings. Like what human could just sit there listening to the code bell and someone say, "Room 6 code," and you're like, "Oh, well, Mr. Green. What the fuck?" No nurse would do that. Like that's not a personality trait that even exists in there. So it's you know what I mean? I don't know the answer for it, but I agree with you. Like there's not enough. There's got to be something. There's got to be something. And the other thing is like the floor that and this is just the view from an ICU respiratory therapist. Please grant me that. Like this could be totally skewed, but the floors are always overstaffed. Like, I go down there to grab something and everyone's just sitting around making grilled cheese sandwiches and talking. Meanwhile, we've got 4 codes going on and 3 to 1s in the cardiac unit and et cetera, because nurses get to choose whether or not they train for cardiac or train for ICU. And if they're not trained for ICU, they just get flushed into floors. So it does take a certain amount of credentials and shit. Like, you don't learn ICU in school. You have to go on and do your own credentialing to learn ICU, to learn cardiac, to learn EBIS, to learn et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, it does, and we pay for it out of our own pocket. So every credential I have I mean, I've paid for all my, including my degrees, but you know what I'm saying? Like every single credential you have on top of that, you have to go pay for individually while you're working. It's very fucked up. Like in order to work, you have to have all these different certifications and you have to upkeep them yourself. The hospital doesn't cover any of that shit, but they'll fire you if you don't have it. It's wild. There needs to be just overlap. I mean, the most anxiety inducing part of the day, Mishy, for me when I was working was report. It's an hour where every single person in the hospital at the exact same time is all in their offices sitting quietly talking to each other, giving report. And I would just be sitting there like, what if something happens? Like, what if something's going down right? This is a full fucking, 7 to 8. It's just this weird dead zone morning and night. And it always freaked me out. It would also help if we paid our teachers more so nursing training programs were better staffed. I was just reading an article on how many students are turned away. Oh, I mean, I was on a wait list for 3 years. That's why I have so many other degrees because I was just like filling time. Oh yeah, nursing schools, but they don't want more teachers. They want to control the flow. They want to keep it kind of competitive because they don't want a surplus of nurses. It's really fucked up, but they kind of do it on purpose. And it's all based on grades. Getting in, A's get in first. You know what I'm saying? And then like you just keep getting shoved back the more people graduate with A's. It's really fucked up. They have so much money, it's ridiculous. My wife has been an ICU PCU charge nurse for Mayo Clinic for about 13 years, and she doesn't want an admin job because she doesn't want to shit on people constantly. No shit. If your wife ever brings it up again, Danny Boy, tell her this. My mom did it. My mom went to administration for the last like 10 years of her job. The most miserable 10 years of her life. Period. She did it just to rack up some extra dollars for retirement. Like it was 6 figure. Like she went into 6 figures from making 40,000 a year as a respiratory therapist. Like it was fucking disgusting. And I remember so clearly driving to work with her one day because I worked part time at a hospital. She was administering for, not the same department, no nepotism, don't worry. But she looked at me and said, "Never in my life have I hated my job before now." And it was so weird because my mom's not one to really talk about stuff like that. And it was just this weird moment of like, oh shit. Because she's always loved her career. Like she loved being a respiratory therapist. She loved being a nurse. Like that kind of stuff was her job, her calling. But administration, she, for 10 years, hated it. Hated her life. I mean, when she retired, man, holy crap. It was wild. But yeah, like if you, and I think it all comes from, it's such a fucked up system because like I do think administration should be medical professionals. Like you understand what it was like to be a nurse, therefore you have the scope when you go into administration. But at the same token, the people who work bedside don't want to sit in an office and do administration all day. Like my mom, seriously, so when she became an administrator, she like, started going to work in like nice clothes like administrators do, little suit jackets and shit like that. That lasted for 6 months and she was in scrubs. She just wore scrubs to work because she was working. She would, like, if her staff needed help, she'd go step in and work because she missed bedside so fucking much. That is like a calling and it's not the same. It's all the numbers and you go from, caring about patients and being like just a carer to budgets, staffing, hours, being the person that's like, well, I guess we could do a 2-to-1 in cardiac today. And it's just disgusting. She hated it. She hated every fucking moment of it. It's crazy. You have to pay for your own credentials. Oh, and they are expensive. Like, you have to do basic life support every year for $365. And then on top of that, a lot of the hospitals require you wear monogrammed scrubs. So, for instance, all the hospitals I worked at in Seattle, I got to wear whatever scrubs I wanted. Obviously, within reason. Like, they had to fit and not have offensive material on them, but I could wear anything I want. So, because I worked at a hospital where I worked with adults and kids, I wore, like, fun prints, because it makes kids happy. Fun, like, rainbow shit. When I went to Hopkins, they had a rule where whatever job you have dictated what color scrubs you wear, and then it has to be monogrammed with Johns Hopkins and your department. So then you can't even wear the fucking boxes of scrubs you've had your whole life. You have to go buy an entire new set of scrubs from Johns Hopkins that are monogrammed Johns Hopkins. And it's just like, you're barely squeaking by. Like every respiratory therapist I've ever known works more than one job because you cannot financially support one person on just one respiratory job. Because not only do you get paid shit everywhere except maybe one or two places in the United States of America, you work 3 12-hour shifts a week because if you work that fourth shift, you're over into overtime and you're not allowed. So the max you can get is 36 hours at one hospital. So everybody works in another hospital. So you're working constantly. And you got to, when we go in for healthcare, you don't know if you're getting a nurse that just worked 6, 12 nights at the hospital before and literally got off night shift and came to a day shift. Like, you don't know because there's no checks and balances. They don't care. The hospital's just worried about getting sued. So they won't work you overtime, but they don't give a fuck if you work at their sister hospital 6 days and then come over and work 3 days straight. Like, you have no, and it's just a matter of survival because there's no standardization of pay in medicine at all. Like, when I lived in Seattle, I was making around $40 an hour as a new graduate, and when I moved to Baltimore, maybe $24 an hour. And cost of living was higher. And the taxes, they took like 30% of my paycheck for taxes because Maryland like bends you over dry. It's just nauseating. Like, if people knew what it's like to actually live in medicine, it's not the fun martyrdom everybody likes to play it out to be. It's a whole lot of like, wow, I'm poor again. Good morning, station. Thank you. It's not medical professionals mostly. That's the messed up part. The medical professionals don't want to do it because they don't want to crap on people for the bottom line. 100%. They don't. Ever. They absolutely do not want to. And so it's people who are money people up there, and it's sad. Yep. They all, but so this is my opinion, Danny, and I'm sure your wife can agree with me. To a patient, if you're in scrubs, you're a nurse. If you're in a white jacket, you're a doctor. They're not looking at the shade of green your scrubs are. You know what I'm saying? And even in the hospital, half of us don't know what the colors mean. It's like nurses wore dark blue, respiratory wear Caribbean blue, and then rainbow out there. I don't know. Like, patients don't fucking know. They don't care. They don't know. If you're in scrubs, you're a nurse. If you're in a white jacket, you're a doctor. They're asking you for help regardless of who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed so superfluous to me. It seemed like another way to kind of separate staff and other us from each other, which is not something we're trying to do to begin with. Turn off grandma and SpongeBob scrubs. Dude, David, one time I coded a dude for like an hour and we called it, and we all, like, when you call it, meaning you're calling the death, everybody just kind of like sits up for a minute and breathes, and we all just kind of look around, and the doctor goes, all right, 2:45, time of blood. And I look down, and he had like a rat's nest of my waist length blue hair bundled in his chest hair from me sitting there doing compressions for an hour. And I just like looked at it and just walked away. There are moments I definitely had in the hospital. I was like, I don't know what to do here, but he's dead and I can't touch the body anymore. So, like, alchemy, my love! Good morning. How are you? Hospitals should have the same safety standards and pay as radar air traffic controllers. They have safety standards, but it's so all over the place. I don't know how else to say that. Like, every state has a different name for an organization that surprise visits hospitals and goes through and checks and makes sure you're up to code and you're doing everything responsibly and you're not like overstaffing, understaffing, blah, blah, blah. But it's totally random. It's kind of like a P test. It could happen every year or it could happen every 7 years. Like, it's just your hospital getting drawn. And it's kind of, it's just not, you know what I'm saying? Surgery time Thursday, 5:45 a.m. Fuck yeah. That's dude, you want the morning. You want the first ones. Hell yeah. My wife does 4 day-night rotating a week. Oh, rotating? And every third weekend, since they got rid of the union, they don't have straight time anymore. They got rid of the union? They got rid of the union? Smash that fucking lunch, I'll get it. In ATC, safety standards include shift limits and sleep requirements, like readiness safety to ensure workers aren't exhausted. Yeah, we have none of that. I could not tell you the amount of times where, I was permanent night shift, as a night shift person, it would be like our shifts are from 7 to 7 ish. So like 6:30 to 7 is report or whatever. Um, it would be getting around like 6:30 in the morning, you know. So I'm like getting my report together, putting my sheet together, making sure all my patients are settled. And one of my managers would walk upstairs. Hey, so and so called out. Can you stay another 4 hours? Right after a 12-hour shift. And you'd just be like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's one RT per unit. If I go home, the unit gets no RT. Like, what are you it shouldn't be on me, but like, what are you gonna do? And the nurses are all looking at you like, why are you still here? Because I start walking through doing morning checks. They're like, didn't you just make a report for night shift? I'm like, yeah, or day shift. I'm like, yeah, day shift called out. And you just kind of keep going because you don't, I mean, I don't see it as another option because I'm never going to just walk away from a human being who needs help. Even if I wasn't a medical professional, I don't think I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck would? I'm sure there are unfortunately funny things that happen at awful times like that. Like someone letting out a big fart during silence when calling death. To be honest, I like something funnier to happen when I go. There are funny things all the time. Like we don't laugh, obviously, until afterwards. In the moment, you'd think nothing happened. But I've seen people slip and fall on pools of blood, get shit on, etc. We laugh about it later, but not in the moment. But yeah, I mean, it's such a weird chaotic moment that shit just kind of if you've ever been in a state of like emergency or stress or something like that where you can kind of get banged up and not notice it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even think of an example, but I've been like I guess playing sports. Playing sports, if you've ever played sports, that's a really good example of it. I used to play soccer when I was a kid. And you didn't notice you were getting kicked, elbowed in the face, like punched in the gut until afterwards, and you were like, "Oh my god, who beat me up?" It's kind of that similar like adrenaline maybe. You just say, "I guess so." Yeah, you don't say no. Like what are you going to do? And that's what they plan on. They do. They know it. Like that's the problem is like it's predatory. I was just going to say that glut. Yes. The whole system of hospitals is predatory and they prey on the fact that they know that all of us are caretakers. We are human beings with enormous empathy cards and we will never walk away from a patient who needs help ever because I spend 12 hours a night with those human beings talking to them, learning their family, learning they're a human. They're not a project, they're not a patient, and they're not just numbers. But they bank on that. They know it. So instead of, hiring an appropriate amount of staff so that you can call people in when someone calls out sick, they'll just be like, "Man, Kate'll stay." Which is fucked up. It shouldn't work that way. And then I get in trouble for overtime. That was my favorite. No fucking shit. I can't even exaggerate that. Like getting asked by your managers to stay over and then getting written up for overtime is the best. That music's so apt for that. Fucking metal. Thank you so much for 37 months, Honeybean. I'm amazed we still use the medical scheduling stuff set up by cokeheads in the early 1900s. Are you? Are you? Look at the education system. Everything's from the early 1900s. Thank you, metal. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. I fucking appreciate you. I love how capitalism makes the most money from empathy. Isn't it gross? It really does. I mean, teachers are a great case in point. They're essentially. I mean, teachers are paid so little; they're essentially free labor. But like, what teacher is gonna say "fuck kids"? Not a teacher I want my kids to have, probably. My wife has lots of stories about other travel nurses. Like, they just really don't care. Just there for 3 months until the next hospital. Very much. I've had some of the best nurses I've ever worked with in my entire life have been travelers. And then the only time in my life I've ever done, every hospital has a different name for it, but there's always a system to anonymously report other employees if you see malpractice happening. I don't know how else to explain that. But every hospital I've worked at has a system like that where you get on the computer and you can go in and be like, this is what I saw. This is who was there. This is what time it was. It looked malpractice-y or whatever. And the only time I am such a forgiving person and I'm very not confrontational, but if I see someone doing something that seems wrong, I'm like, hey, that looks wrong. I don't just watch it happen. But after jumping in and stopping the malpractice, I did report a travel nurse and I never saw her again. She was the worst. I mean, she just had this fucking chip on her shoulder and wouldn't ask for help at the detriment to her patients, which is disgusting. Scared for a moment? Oh god, why? Assholes who don't have empathy getting all the monies from people who do. I mean, that's America. My wife gets legit correspondence in the mail from the hospital she's working at, trying to get her to come back as a staff nurse. No shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of the travel nurses, I've begged them to stay. There was one guy, oh God, I can't even remember his name, but he came back multiple times as a travel nurse. Like, he was local to the East Coast, so he just traveled the coast up and down. And every time he came back, we would be on our knees. Like, please fucking stay. You're better than half the staff. Stay. But they love travel and they get paid amazingly. Koshiro, I drink all my coffee, but Monster Cheers? Caffeine Cheers? If your job has anything to do with the community, they think they should do it out of the kindness of their hearts while paying shit wages and can't live. Yeah, that's the excuse. Is that. Exactly. It's disgusting. One chick my wife thought was super cool one day wasn't there anymore because she stole hundreds of thousands of dollars of drugs from patients. From the patients? Holy shit. You really don't know. You really never know. Yeah. Wow. Big wow. I don't think I ever had to pay, like, I don't think I knew anyone stealing from patients, but I did have patient family members steal from the patients. I had a lady go down because like, it's ridiculous to say it out loud because it doesn't sound real, but it's real. A lady motherfucking hamster balled her sister's Dilaudid drip. And, had a fucking seizure because she drank Dilaudid like a, you know what I'm saying? Fucking hamster. Like, the code bell went off and I run into my patient's room and my patient is fine. And I'm like, where's the fucking code? And it's on the other side of the bed. This lady is on the ground seizuring and the Dilaudid bottle is dripping. And I'm like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Patients don't sip on IVs. Which is half the reason we now have IV lock boxes that keep the drugs in a locked box and they're no longer hanging on IV poles. Like, you don't just see bags hanging unless it's like blood or something. Everything's in like those boxes, the dials and shit on them. Crazy. Crazy. I didn't even know travel nurses existed until recently. Oh my God, almost every single medical professional that exists, you can travel. I could travel. I literally get texts every day offering me travel jobs. It's nonstop. And they get paid. The sick part about travel is they do the exact same job as everybody else, but they get paid 2 times more. Because they're traveling. It's wild. These travel companies pay so much money. It is insane. But you only get to stay there for 6 weeks and then you have to move on. Like, if you like the hospital, you have to stay. But if you stay, the traveling place will drop you because then they have to pay benefits or something. I don't know. There's some rule about it. Wow. They make like 2 to 3 times more than a regular nurse. Yep, it's crazy. And they have their food. They get like a stipend for an apartment and food and everything like that. So essentially you make 2 to 3 times more than a staff nurse and you have all of your bills taken care of. Almost, other than individual, which is wild. It's kind of a like, it's great for the travel nurses, but the rest of us are like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are we getting shit on? I had a former friend get fired from a hospital because they found opioids and other drugs in his locker that he took from some medicine locker. Now he can only get nursing homework. I'm shocked he can get work. No shit. If you are caught fucking around with drugs like that, you usually have your national license pulled forever. Like, you can go to any of the national accrediting sites in the US and you can type in anyone's name that has a national medical license and it will pull up their license number, their license, and whether or not they've had any strikes on said license. I have no strikes, by the way, because I'm a fucking good person. But if you have strikes on your license, usually brings up a lot of questions because people are like, the fuck? Like, a strike is, you did something that's like, we can't excuse it. It wasn't an accident, but you didn't kill somebody. But if you do some fucked up, like, if you steal pills or fuck with drugs or anything like that, usually you have your license pulled permanently. It's not pulled, it'll still show up on the website, but it'll be red and it'll be like, non-active, never active again, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get my drugs not from my place of work because that seems stupid. I claimed it was an accident? Oh, I can see where he might claim oh, I put these in my pocket to give to a patient, and then I had to go into MRI, so I emptied it in my locker and just forgot all those drugs in my locker. Dang it, bummer. You never put drugs in your pockets. That's just like an unwritten rule that everyone goes by. Don't put drugs in your pockets. You carry them in your arms. You look ridiculous walking through the halls with everything in your arms. Don't put shit in your pockets. Don't, because there's cameras everywhere. And if there's any question about those drugs, they're going to see you put shit in your pockets and you're immediately on question. Do not put shit in your pockets. And if you do, like, look at the camera, like, with your pen or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just such a problem. I mean, I told you guys that my last day at Hopkins, I watched 7 employees get walked out for fentanyl crimes, 7 nurses. I don't have to. It's 1-year rule. My wife was a traveler for 4 years, had to switch cities almost once a year. So my wife hopped back and forth between MPLS and St. Paul, which we only lived an hour away from, working the system. Yo, dude, fucking get it. Fucking get it. Oops, I accidentally all these oxys. That's what I'm saying. Like, how? I don't know a medical professional that would take a medicine lightly like that. Like, oh, I'm just gonna put it in my pocket. And, I'm sure you guys have seen, like, the hospital pills we get. They come, like, in this little tiny paper square, like, this big. So it's not like we're getting a big tinfoil thing we're gonna pop it out of. We get this little tiny thing, put it in your that shit's gone. What are you doing? Like straws and napkins to a waiter, literally. Yep. What up, Taco? Good morning. How are you? 10 and 12 pills. Oh, 100. I mean, there are no bottles for one thing in the hospital. Like, you can't get a bottle of drugs. Like, even for a patient that's regularly taking drugs, you have to go into the Pyxis system, and every single time that patient needs a dose. So, for instance, if they have a Q4 order, meaning every 4 hours they need that dose, every 4 hours you got to go into the Pyxis system, type in all your information, chart it, grab that one little pill, like this, walk to the fucking patient's room, somehow gel your hands and wash everything, get in there with the pill, and then like you're like this, you know what I'm saying? And you give it to the patient, and you would never walk into a patient's room with a bunch of drugs and not give it to them before walking out again, ever. It's like unwritten rules, but it's safety checks just to keep your ass clean, because there is always ghetto shit going on, and you do not want to be a part of it. Like, even if you're innocent, you don't want to be part of it, you know? Good time zone, Valkyrie. How are you, love? He needs to be unlicensed. I say that with heart. He almost killed someone by giving them the wrong dosage. Nurses in chat, should this motherfucker be licensed? Raise your hands. Abso-fuck. And now he gets to do home care with little old people? Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I won't. I will back. No. No. Wow. Oh, he's unlicensed but gets to work in some senior. Oh, he's probably working like as like a CNA. Yep, like a CNA. So he really doesn't have his hands on drugs or anything. Yep, CNA. He probably does the ass wiping. A lot of hard work. No, do not get me wrong. It's like the hardest work in the hospital. But he won't have his hands on medicine or dosing anymore. Do waiters steal straws? Is there a black market for straws? Oh my god, that's a good question. I don't know. Maybe if they're paper straws, like good quality paper straws. I feel like the signs are there that it's time for a line of work change. Yeah. Guilty by association, 100%. Because that hospital, they'd rather fire you than take the chance. I would just rather not have my hands in literally anything. I'm glad my job doesn't involve anything but aerosolized fentanyl for someone who's really in pain. Good morning, Anubis. How are you, love? That's the middle finger's response. Great. Same. Anubis, I don't know how I got on the topic, but I've been bitching about hospitals all morning. I don't know what happened. Maybe because I have a sinus infection. My mom did visiting nurse work, hard work, and she worked with the elderly so much they often passed on her, so my mom got called the Grim Reaper. I feel that spiritually. Respiratory therapists in general, we get called the Grim Reaper. Or like, do you need to go? Dude, my dog, this boy has had The most, like, have you ever had someone fart around you and you're like, "Oh my god, did you actively poop a lot just now?" I don't know what's in him, but lately your farts are off the chart, my boy. Do you need to go potty and take a shit, my boy? He's such a good boy, but you stink like icky farts today. Got your vaccines? Fuck yeah. COVID in the right arm, winter flu in the left. My brain is full of marmalade. That's a lot of people. I haven't got mine yet because I got a fucking sinus infection. So my brain's marmalade too, but it's because it's full of green shit. It is. They're like hot, sick. Have you shit lately? His little, my groomer told me it's got a name. This little thing. She said it's called a milk chin. Precious. I know. I actually have pumpkin. My first sentence review of Bellingham, nice, but so many homeless. Bree didn't feel very safe. Will not be moving there. Good. Um, man, I kind of not living in Washington for as long as it's been, I forget how tragic it is how many homeless people are in Washington state. Did you guys see the acres of tents under the freeways? I don't get it. Bellingham is the city for people who graduate and just can't move on. It's like the high schooler that graduates high school but keeps going to high schooler parties. That's the vibe I get from every adult in Bellingham. I'm just like, "Oh, you went to Western and you just couldn't move away." Okay. Cuz they all did. Every single one went to my college. Did you get palminis though? A punk show. Nice. Bellingham, I mean, honestly, I walked around Bellingham constantly. It's fairly safe, but it's a fucking small college town. And that's one thing I don't think a lot of people understand or realize when they move there is a good 70% of the housing is college housing. All those houses, any house within a mile of the college campus is rented to college students. So they look like really adorable, like colorful little Victorian homes everywhere, but at nighttime it turns into utter fucking mayhem. The streets are just party. 20 it's just nonstop up and down the roads all night long. It's pretty crazy. I was the only one who could eat it. Wait, potato? But there's potato. Pacific Northwest weather generally will not kill you if you have a tent or decent sleeping bag. Yeah, it's shameful how many people are homeless in Seattle. It's really sad. He's our little stink baby, my little stink boy. It's very young. It's very very young and very I'm trying to think of the word for it. It's not gentrified. My sister lives there. My sister lives in near-ish the area. And it's like like rich people that dress like they're poor. Oh, allergic to every dude, why would you choose that life? You're sick. Lots of other states bus their homeless to Washington. I think that's fucking sad and disgusting. T-night, right? Isn't it? You just kind of feel that way to certain. When you start looking around and being like, "Oh my god, all these fetuses everywhere." It's like, "Oh, okay, it's time to go. I'm old now." I heard they would bus houseless people to Portland because our weather here is livable. That's really disgusting and sad. Busing homeless people away from their home. What? My wife and I were married in Seattle, but it was before it was federally legal. It was one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen, so it's sad to hear about it all. It's still a very beautiful city, but it's just like it's very much emblematic of like the rest of the US in that the rich, because of Amazon money and Microsoft money and etc., just keep getting richer and richer, and the poor just keep getting poorer and poorer. And it's like, I mean, I remember just like 15 years ago, you could go down to Pike's Place Market and it was still like it was when I was a kid. It was like all the little local vendors, people selling handmade jewelry and leather stuff and flowers. And now you go down there and it's not that at all. And like, there's no, like, before, it was Pike's Place, and then the streets surrounding Pike's Place were like head shops and record shops and occult bookstores and shit like that, just fun stuff to look at. But if you like walk out of Pike's Place, the first thing you're going to see is an Arc'teryx. And then if you take 3 feet to the right, you're going to see a Louis Vuitton. And if you go to the left, a restaurant none of us can afford or get full from. And it's just that was the only fun kind of part left of Seattle, that or Capitol Hill, and it's just very no one can afford to be down there anymore. So the only businesses that go down there are like astronomically expensive, like corporate business kind of stuff. And it's because everybody that can afford to live in Seattle is making bank. My sister went to school in Seattle. She went to UW for her law degree. And it was crazy listening to her tell me stories about her like the people she was going to school with, because a lot of the girls were already married and their husbands worked for Amazon or Microsoft, and they literally had mansions on Lake Washington, like 3-story mansions on Lake Washington with all glass windows. And she went over to dinner at one of their places one time and was like, "Dude, this place is amazing. Like, how did you afford this already? You're so young. You're not even 30." And the guy that works for Amazon or Microsoft, I can't remember which one, was like, "Oh, they gave it to me." And that's the problem, is that these huge, and it's not just them, like Boeing, there's so many huge corporations in that area, but these huge corporations are going around buying all the monstrous houses, giving them to their employees to get their employees to move there, and then paying their employees astronomical incomes. So they just have all this expendable cash. They don't want to go to a head shop. They want to go to Arc'teryx or whatever. I know. It's insane. And so meanwhile, my little sister is going to school and paying, I think her apartment was $1,800 a month, and it had black mold growing in every single corner of the room. It was one room that they literally put a shower door in the middle of, and they were like, "No, this is a living space. That's a bedroom, and that's a bathroom." It was that, and that was the cheapest thing she could find and that was like, she had to drive to school. She was not close to you at all. That dude must have been very high up in the company. Dude, I don't even know. Shit got real dangerous when we went to Pike Market. The homeless were starting fights. It's seriously, so Scott, if you were going to Pike's Place Market, like that grassy knoll between Pike's Place and like the rest of the city, it's got a name because that's where all the drug addicts go and just inject heroin and then fight and fuck each other. It's just like a grassy knoll right there. Fucking wild. I'm trying to find something on Rover, Scott. I don't mean to brag, but Taco Bell once gave me a taco I didn't ask for. Was it on a Taco Tuesday? Because that's amazing. It's the fuck fight knoll. It totally is. I mean, when we were kids, we used to stand and just like eat an ice cream cone and watch. Oh, Big Corpo ain't so bad. Gonna move right now. No, right? Yeah. That's what I'm trying, Rover. Yeah. No shit, Danny. My parents live way up in the Rockies in Colorado. 70% of the ranches up there are corporate ranches. That's really sad. That's really sad. Colorado's expensive, man, though. It kind of makes sense. Everybody thinks it's like a heavenly place, but only if you're a billionaire. Nah, dude, it's cool, Scott. I'll figure it out. Big ol' yep, the big black gates and everything. That's so sad. It's just like it's hard enough for a farmer or a rancher to fucking survive without these corporate ones coming in and being like, "Well, we can do it at half the cost because we don't pay anyone anything and we're corporate. Suck it." I realize you're there. Yes, we need to take a break. Go. Get out. You're gonna unplug my shit. Let's take a quick break because my dogs are just crawling all over me. They obviously need a shit or something. Bill Gates bought up a ton of farmland. Why? Anubis, the problem is it's not really any cheaper either way because lumber costs are just out of this world right now. So buying, like, you can get, we have these things called developments. Have you ever, I don't know if they have those in your country, where it's basically a developer will buy up a huge plot of land and then put down like 200 houses that all look exactly the same, but like mirror their floor plan one after the other. And then they sell them for relatively dirt cheap, but they're made cheaply. Like they're made to just kind of break down. It's kind of like a disposable fashion. Hi, Magnissimo. New builds. There you go. Yep. That's kind of the only alternative. That's the cheaper alternative. And then we have like double like trailers, mobile homes, like homes where you buy them pre-constructed and they plop them down on the land for you. Like there's a bunch of options. but unfortunately they just don't last. And built like my parents built their house when we were kids, and it was way cheaper than ever buying it, but lumber was so much cheaper. Lumber is dumb here. Like I think I told you this, but last summer, not this one, last summer, we did our fence in our yard, and the fence was like 13.5 because of lumber. Just the lumber to do my fucking fence. It's just crazy. Yep, 50K. Yep. That's ours was about 13.5 just to do a fence in our yard because of lumber. It's disgusting. Yep, they sell them for the price of a house that's not manufactured like that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh, really, Kona? See, in Washington, they have them everywhere. Like, if you ever go to Washington State, go to Issaquah, the entire town is just cookie cutter. I call it gingerbread houses because they all look exactly the same. They're just cookie cut. It's weird. Yep, it's builder grade, i.e., the lowest cost absolutely possible. Yeah, and they're oftentimes terribly insulated. My aunt bought one when like years ago, and the issues she went through with she basically had to rebuild the entire house over the course of 5 years after buying it brand new. Yep. Yep, I'm in a new build. There's not a single 90-degree angle in this entire fucking place. Yep. Yeah, that fucking fence. Oh, that fence. I mean, it's great, and it will last us forever, but Jesus fucking Christ. Lumber, though, is crazy. I hope the lumber bubble's over, because goddamn. No shit, Mag. I swear, I think Phoenix is 60 to 70% cookie cutter subdivisions. Honestly, I believe it because people do kind of move down there en masse. Like you're like the retirement home of the West Coast, so it's probably easy to do like a development like that and sell it mass. I know little houses made of what is it? Little houses made of something. Little houses made of ticky tacky. Little houses made of something. Little houses made of clay. Weeds. It's real. What's the first one? Little houses made of something. Little houses made of ticky tacky. Boxes, little houses made of ticky tacky. Yeah, thank you. Little houses on the hillside. Yep. I haven't seen weeds in like fuck since it was alive. God damn, I have not seen that in 5 bajillion years. They've been cookie cutter homes since the end of World War II. Really? Is that when they kind of started? Yep, so much shit here was built in the last 30 years, so it was easier. Mm-hmm. They all look just the same. Good morning, Rod. My chat just reloaded. Hold on. Let's take a break real quick. My chat decided to crash. Yeah, guys, you back. We're good. All right, quick break, my dudes. I'm gonna go shit my fart monsters over here because they smell like a big sack of garbage. I don't know what they're eating, but goddamn, do they stink. Quick break, my dudes. Stand up, stretch your dicks, clits, non-binary bits. You know what's up. So there's too many times to even calculate that. Maybe though. Oh my god, they did a cover of Little Boxes. What? Also, that last song? That last song was almost exactly 3 minutes. That was weird. That was just way too good. Like, everything was just perfectly timed. It was really fucking creepy. No shit, I didn't know that after the World War II, the suburb trend took off big time. It was probably a way to create, surplus housing for surplus baby booming people, probably. I would back of it open and close like an extra part of the percussion. Precaution. 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 I have a link. Did you guys give me this? Ice Matrix? What is this? Oh, wait, is that the AI one? I fucking hate AI. Is it AI? Gray shirt guy. Wait, what? In this video? The gray shirt guy died? Wait, does that mean they've lost 2 band members? Wait, because they lost the guy with the whole beard. They lost 2 band members randomly in their... What the fuck? What the fuck? Is their band cursed? Because Beard Guy died too. Hold on. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, that is That's a cursed group. I mean, that's just so sad because no shit. The guy beard. I mean, they just called him Beard Guy for the longest time. Hold on. Nope, Beard Guy. I'll show you. Hold on. I was trying to find the link. Wow. I guess maybe I just don't watch the video all the way through. I never noticed the fucking tappers. That was really sick. Walk off the earth, of course, right? I don't even know how we got on the topic, but they're so fucking great. How much weed do you guys? They live in Hawaii. Is weed legal there? I have no idea. The Grinch song, uncensored. Bee Tree, what? Okay. Fuck. Ooh. What was that? Should we unpack that? I was legit worried he was gonna jump as well. I'm real glad it didn't get that fucking dark. But damn, that got dark. Dude, right? The Grinch has fucking like little cakes. Oh, that was most fucking epic troll ever. Dude, we said the same. It kind of looks like Zeke, right? This guy right here. I know. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. But he definitely kind of fucking looks like Zach. I don't know about you, but I came. A costume idea? Dude, how would I do that? I'd have to get a full body fursuit for the dude because there's no fucking way I could body paint that. But honestly, like, it would just be dipping his. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard because it looks like him already. That's beautiful. That I can't stop looking at it. Why does that look so much like him? Not with that attitude, you can't. I mean, Zach did glue his shaved off hair and pubes to Scott's face. So, like, he kind of has it coming. He had it coming. You know what I'm saying? But I'd have to, like, get all the fur. Oh my God. He did do that as well. We could just tar and feather him with, like, a big fan. Kigurumi is what I was thinking, but also it'd be pretty funny to watch him try to peel that shit off. We've seen that one before, Yoshi. We've seen that one a couple times. It's fucking insane, but also still a creepy fuck. Just pick at the drain every... No, but then it would be blue. It'd be like part this. He'd be like half the Grinch. Because I'm the one that sheds all day. Most of the hair we find in the house is mine. I just got a notification on Twitch. Just popped in the middle of the stream. TwitchCon Las Vegas meet and greet reservations are open now. Oh man, call the dog groomer and ask him to save the fur. Oh my God, though. I bet I could just go to the dog groomer and get a bag of hair. Do they wash the dogs before or after they cut the hair, though? Would it just be like every person ever's really dirty dog house hair? They have to wash it first, right? That's what they do on people. That's what they do on people. Katie, who is she? I could probably, would that be great? I mean, he'd be so many colors. But, I mean, it's Jesus Christ on a cock music. Can you just calm your fucking shit down? Fucking dick farts. Wouldn't a pile of dog hair be like a mite farm? That's what I'm saying. Like, unless, I don't know. Probably, it's feeling like a worse idea the more I think of it, to be honest. Yeah, maybe not the dog fur. That being said, Zach put his pubes on Scott's face. I don't like, maybe we should ask Scott, like, what is the appropriate retribution for what has transpired? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, yeah, dog hair mites, but also pubes. And Scott didn't know. So, like, I don't know. My dudes, I know we just took a break, but I swear to fuck, that video. Trying not to think about it. I have to pee so bad. I think I squished it out. I don't know. I have to pee like a racehorse. It's happening. It's just like when I gotta go, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna fucking do? I have to save this Grinch video. That is Beatree. That was wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Like honestly, I was almost like, are you kidding me? Christmas already? Like I just can't with Christmas stuff this early. But damn, that was not Christmassy at all, and that was phenomenal. That was really good. I know. I know. Body functions. They're the worst. It actually baffles me sometimes. Like when I think back to, working at the hospital, no shit, I could hold my piss forever. Like I could go 12 hours, not even realize it, and suddenly have to pee. And nowadays, it's like every 2 hours, my body's like, oh, there's a bathroom nearby. You want to pee together? Okay. Fine. I suppose. If it'll share right, I mean, sometimes Instagram's a hit or miss. Let's see. Is it a video? Oh, I hate. It's just the only thing that bothers me is I can't pause it. So, like, basically, I have to have a browser open over here and ready to go, but it's going to play muted, which is so annoying. So, like, hold on. Wrong screen. God damn it, Catherine. Wrong screen. This one. So, for here, I just have to click it and then unmute it as fast as possible before it auto plays. That's just, oh god damn it. More hydrated now, but not that I was drinking less beverages. In all rights, I should have been peeing way more. I would drink so much coffee at the hospital all night long. Like there wasn't a time you saw me not walking around with a cup, like a little styrofoam cup. Mostly just because I worked in a surgical center, which is fucking freezing cold all the time, and at nighttime it's extra cold. So I would just walk around with a hot cup of coffee 24, like all night long, 12 hours to keep my hands warm, but then I'd be drinking, and that's a diuretic. So theoretically, I should have been peeing all the time. It's Rattober. Today's prompt was naked rat. God damn, that's beautiful. Oh, a Frank Sinatra cover by the Arctic Monkeys? How have I never heard this before? What up, Slurm? Good morning, love. How are you? Oh, it's a fucking AI! I'll let it go this once because maybe you didn't know. But I fucking hate AI. A lot. I think it steals jobs. Nah, it's cool. It's just, this is my theory. I feel like I rant about it a lot, but no shit. Can't you just go find someone, a human, who sings like Frank Sinatra and get them to sing it? I hate AI so much. It just is replacing humans who need money and food. I don't know if it's just me, but I fucking hate AI. Dude, we watched this video the other day. Oh, you might have pieced out already. We watched this one on Sunday, and we literally dissected that video because that person's dress was so confusing, it made me sweat. The song was dank, but I had to stop watching because that dress made me sweat. Like, I was like, that's not functional. What's happening? It's so crinkly. Is it a trash bag? Is she Beyonce? Because I don't know if you've ever seen, there's a Beyonce video that looks almost exactly the same, like with an equally strange dress, and it makes me equally anxious. I don't know. Clothing that restricts movement in weird ways freaks me out. Like, I got to be able to move at all times. Otherwise, I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on. Yeah, we watched it. It's a really good song. I really enjoyed the song, but the dress was so fucking weird. It just looked like if she had to run from a Tyrannosaurus Rex, she would have died. You know what I'm saying? The ghost? Yeah, the song was really good. It just I get so many literally people come in to stream first thing in the morning. I don't even think they give a fuck about me or literally anyone else here, what anyone else has to do. They're just like, Katie, I found a link. Here's a link. Here's a link. Here's a link. And I'm like, and by the time most people get in 2 hours later, I have 40 links up. So sometimes it can take a really long time to get to it, and I apologize. And that's me. Like, I veto some of the links right off the bat. Like, fucking AI. Hold on. What are they called? Yonaka. Yonaka. Minaka. That have you never seen that video by Beyonce? It's a beautiful video. I actually think it has Drake in it at one point, which is really weird. But the whole thing kind of looks like it's underwater, which is cool. I really like the effect, but Beyonce's dress is weird. I don't know. Do you like AI is it just makes me feel dirty in all aspects. I don't see like a pro to it. You know, my worst nightmare is someone making an AI of me. Like that fucking freaks me out. And there is copious footage of my face on the internet in video form and otherwise, and my voice, where they could do that so easily. And if someone did that of me, I would be insulted, disgusted, grossed out. Please don't ever do that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is there anyone out there that's like, oh, wow, I love when people make AI of me? I don't know. AI just freaks me out. And like, I love Frank Sinatra's voice. A couple people have given me actually, there's a lot of AI Frank Sinatra out there for some reason. Frank Sinatra like covering modern songs. And I bet they're fucking dope. But I know there's at least a million people that probably could sing like Frank Sinatra and you could pay a person. And it just is, I know it's a weird thing, but I just don't like it. It makes me feel icky. And I know it takes shit from real people who make real art and actually sing. You know? It's stealing art to mutilate and turn into its prompt-driven abominations. Thank you. Give me Halo. Give me my Halo. That's what it's called. Did I type? Oh my god. Okay. Play. If it's not loud enough, just let me know. Good morning, Kills. How are you? Looks like a deflated Pilates ball. Oh my god, it kind of looks like those videos where people put their head in a ball and bounce around. Yeah, her voice is phenomenal. And Congress doesn't understand this shit enough to protect us. Yeah, they don't. I mean, when all of Congress is like ancient and doesn't know how to use computers, you know? It's really hard for them to scope what this could be do. What this could be do. That's what I just said out loud.
I'm sorry, I'm sick. I'm trying. My head is gushy.
This is Yonaka, the band Yonaka. Her voice is beautiful. This is so much different than that other song. Holy shit. I can see how AI is probably really fun to play with for people that understand the tools and stuff. But as like just, do you even do? I just feel like I'm underwater, man. I'm sorry if I fucking sound so stupid today. If they use it to make money or weird porn, I'm against AI. Some people are messed up, right? I use AI to write code. I'm not worried about being replaced by it after seeing the quality of the output. What is your issue? Shut up. Shush. Lilith's just laying on the ground completely limp. Like head back, just going burr, 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 burr. At nothing. I'm perfect. Perfect's overrated, but bless you. I try. It's just like if a person could do it, why have AI do it? I understand for fun. I don't know. No. It just is creepy. It creeps me out. I don't know though. I'm a hippie. Who am I? Should I stop making AI porn? But Black Dynamite, I make porn in the community. I've heard some people have used AI to like write a cover letter or write like get a prompt for a paper or something like that. Like it has its uses, but when it replaces a people, I don't know. I don't ever want AI of me. Please don't do it. Someone made um a a mod, I guess you would call it, for Skyrim, where you can actually, it's me, but you can put me in your game. And it was like really cool, but also super fucking scary and creepy at the same time. Like that uncanniness, I'm just weird. I don't know why. It gives me EBGBDBs. AI is fantastic for scraping the bottom of the barrel. Yeah. AI of people that have died makes me so sad. Yeah, and it's like it's weird because they're not here to say whether or not they give a fuck. But that's a couple. I don't know. A couple people have thrown specifically for some reason, which probably because I like crooners, but Frank Sinatra AI singing like modern songs, and I want to hear it. I want to hear it real bad, but by a real person.
I am going
Jesus fuck on a cock.
to eat your soul and shit it out.
And Pucky, that doesn't make me feel creepy because that was fucking cool. I don't know. There's something different. Those I still have those shots with the horns and shit. It was like me and Simply Jackson. Dude, those were so fucking sick though. Young, thank you so much for summing the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving a fucking anus swings for 41 months in a row. I appreciate you. Slap my sodium with chloride and call me salty. Happy Tuesday, love. I hope it's going wonderful for you. I wanted to show you guys. I pulled a couple molts from my tarantulas out recently, and I mounted them. And I was talking about one the other day. I'm not going to show a real spider, so unless you have like a phobia where like the dead skin of a spider is truly going to make you piss your pants, don't worry about it. But I was talking about I have a Goliath bird eater, a pink-footed or a pink bird eater or whatever the fuck they're called. It's a big spider essentially. The bird-eating tarantula is theoretically, that was a really beautiful song. I'm saving that real quick. Theoretically, the largest tarantula or spider that exists or could exist, and the largest spider on record was a bird eater, Goliath bird eating tarantula, which was 11 inches across, I believe, if I remember correctly. And I bought a baby. I bought a little, maybe like the beginning of this year. I'll have to look back when I got her. But when I got her, she was like this big, super cute, super furry, very adorable. And I have not even had this tarantula a year, which means she is not a year old. And she has surpassed all of my spiders. I pulled her molt out recently and I mounted it, and it's so fucking big. I grabbed another one just to give an example of what your average tarantula looks like, because she's not even a year old. She's nowhere near full grown. On average, they get about 9 inches across, meaning from the like front diagonal to back diagonal foot. So we're not talking body, we're talking like the foot span, leg span. So this one, this is a pink-footed, not the bird eater. This is fucking Antilles pink toe. Pink toe tarantula, probably one of the most, if not the most common tarantula in the world. This is just the molt, so this is the dead skin, and that's the head cap. But I mount them so I can put them on my walls and look at them. But you can see she's probably a good like 4 inches across-ish, and she's a couple years old. She's like 2 or 3 years old. This is Footy. But she is really, really pretty and actually like effervescent. She's like green chromatic kind of. That's what I tried mounting the molts because I just don't know what else to do with them. I have tons all over my walls. I mount all of them, and it makes me laugh because people always think there's spiders crawling up my walls. But I have to like soak them and stretch them out and do all the thing. But yeah, this is like the vast majority of my tarantulas are around this size at full grown. So this is Footy, and then the next one I'm going to show you is Brittany Bitch, and this is my Goliath bird-eating spider, which, by the way, no, they don't eat birds. It's a huge misnomer. They were called the bird-eating spiders because they looked like birds, like they're so big and they lived in trees that no spider would go for a bird if it had a choice because birds are covered in sharp angles. But this is her at less than a year old. She's huge. I need to get a new enclosure for her. But look at that difference. She's not full grown. I'm trying to put where do I put it? So it's you can see she's about the size of palm and fingers a little bit. I don't know. I got to measure it. She's so big though. And I'm just like, fuck. I got to get a new enclosure for her pretty soon cuz you can definitely tell the difference. I know. And it's what's crazy is they go into molt and they come out bigger. So technically she's bigger than this. Like the molt is what she was. which is crazy. Yeah, she a thick fucking bitch. She's actually behind me. She's in this one or this one right here. Yeah. But yeah, I just thought I wanted to show you guys because holy shit, and you can really see her pink toes, which is cool. But yeah, she's I'm gonna literally need like a reptile enclosure or something for this bitch. She's already twice the size of all my other spiders. Shit. I know, but she's literally like the one of the most docile tarantulas I have. It's kind of like I think it's similar to dogs in that the bigger they are, they tend to be kind of slower and dopier, and the smaller they are, they tend to be like skittish and kind of like nervous. Yeah, she got fucking big. She hides it. She has like you probably can't see it. You can kind of see that little gray tunnel right there. She hides in that all the time. I don't even know how she fits in it right now. She's in it. She's always in that. It's like a little Mario like bloop bloop tunnel. She's in it all the time. I don't know how she fits in it right now because she's huge. I know. Well, that's the thing. So technically speaking, in order to accommodate a terrestrial tarantula, something that just doesn't dig or climb or anything like that, you have to have 3 times the width and 3 times the height of that tarantula's leg span. Like, the enclosure that I have 4 tarantulas in, she could house in alone very happily. And honestly, I'm just real nervous for fucking rehousing her. Because she's big. All of my big spiders tend to be really chonky and heavy set, and they're not fast at all, and she looks so leggy. I have a bowl packed, Cinemus. I'm fucking ready. I actually got some new weed. I unpotted this one because it has a stupid safety label. But I got Sumo Grande, which is allegedly a sativa and allegedly 28.11% TH to the motherfucking C. And then I got 14 grams of... Actually, I'd never had this one before. Chem Valley OG. Never heard of it before. Chem Valley OG. Allegedly a hybrid and allegedly 28.34%. This is what we've been smoking today. This is what I ground up. Probably just go to the aquarium. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm saying. I have behind the horse is my Balfouri enclosure where there's the communal. Like, she could be in that easily, but that's what I was thinking, like, Craigslist, because people are always giving away fish tanks and shit on there for free. And she doesn't climb. So it's not like I need a heavy top or anything like that. Yeah. Nuke him to orbit. Oh my god, can you imagine how miserable the world would be if we didn't have spiders? So many ticks, fleas. You know what the world would be like without spiders? It would be France. You would just see bed bugs and fleas and mites and ticks just crawling on everything. Everything that wants to eat us would just fucking thrive. I could claim her as dependent. No shit. She eats not that much, actually. She's not a huge eater. Have you I haven't... What was the brand? Classics? It's good, though. I mean, I like it. It's not too strong. And it doesn't feel sativa-y or, like, indica-y. I don't feel swaying either way, really. We would just turn into France. Seriously. Like, spiders are here to control bugs. And if we didn't have spiders, man, oh my god, cockroaches. Can you fucking fathom the sheer volume of cockroaches that would overrun the earth if we didn't have spiders? Oh my god. Like, for you guys know, I have about 50 spiders and tarantulas behind me. I don't play with them. I don't touch them. I don't think it's fun to, like, hold something like that. Fuck that shit. But I am 100% in appreciation of the necessity of these little fucks. Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine, like, those videos of France. I don't know if you guys have seen video footage of the France shit, but I'm not an exaggeration. With the naked eye, you can see these bloated bed bugs crawling across train seats, bus seats, benches, park benches, people's hair. You shouldn't be. Normally, the reason people know they have bed bugs is they have little bites on their body and then they find little specks of bed bug poop. Normally, bed bugs don't live long enough to get that big. It is, yeah, that bed bug video literally makes my skin fucking crawl. Oh, and they are born out of filth. And I just like I'm the like I am the grade A beefsteak for mosquitoes. I don't know what it is. I am their Wagyu. If I go outside and there's mosquitoes, Zach will not get 1 bite. I will get 25. Like, I just start getting attacked. I'm the first person in the world to say, like, fuck bugs. But I understand that mosquitoes are also pollinators. And so I'm going to support the spiders that eat the mosquitoes. And I'm just going to accept that there's a chain of there's a food chain and I am at the bottom of it. I am a squishy sack of blood. Dude, what is it though? You give your wife a hug from me. I hate it so much because I love that, like, it's like late spring, early summer when it's still kind of wet out, but it's getting hot and I want to go outside and enjoy the evening so bad and I cannot without cloaking my body in something. I just fucking get eaten alive. I don't, I've read multiple things. I've read that it's like your blood type. I've read that it's how much CO2 you produce and put off. So, i.e., if you have I don't know if your wife and son have a high metabolism, but I've heard high metabolism can do it. I don't know if I have a high metabolism. It doesn't. I don't know. I just like Zach and I could stand it. So, mosquitoes. I think they're attracted by heat, honestly. But we have like a screen flap on our back door, basically, that our dogs can run in and out of. But it prevents bugs from getting in the house in the summertime. And I can put my hand against that, and mosquitoes will start to gather on the other side of it. It's fucking disgusting. I don't know if I smell good, if I am hot. I don't know, but they want me dead. I hate them so much. I still have little marks all over my legs from scratching mosquito bites all summer. Oh, you got bed bugs from a hotel once? Dude, I can't even. I cannot fathom. Like, did you just have to burn everything? I'm B negative. Maybe it's the B. It's always the B, right? Maybe it's the B. I am B negative. Oh, steamed it or boiled it. Yep, I bet that's how you had to do it, huh? Fuck. They know you're the spider queen. The mosquitoes see you as an enemy. Every once in a while, a bug gets in my house. Like, a hornet or something will get in the door, and I'm just like, you should know better. Because I'm gonna catch you, and you're gonna be food for somebody. Grasshoppers got in my house. Like, they should... Wouldn't you think that bugs would have an instinct for what's going on in here or something? I don't know. The Mark Rober video on bedbugs brought a bedbug terrified friend a lot of solace. Good. I mean, that's something. I've heard if your body runs warm. I've heard if your sweat smells sweet. I don't know, but mosquitoes love plant-based ass. Maybe that's it. I have steak like once a month, but for the most part, I'm vegetarian. Maybe that's it. I have no idea. It's been my whole life, though. And it's everywhere. Like, it's not a regional mosquito, It's literally Baltimore, I got eaten alive. Colorado, I get eaten alive. Washington, I get eaten alive. Doesn't make any sense. From work? You got bed bugs from work? I use so much poison in diatomaceous earth. Yeah, that shit is gnarly. Hair probably also helps avoid bites, like an early warning system. Like having hair on your body. I wonder. Oh my god, by not being a fuzzy fuck, I wonder if mosquitoes don't go for fuzzy fucks because they get stuck. I am stretchy. They prefer softer skin. How do they know your skin is soft before they land on it? Oh my god, side note. I did ask Zach to do the shake your hand behind your back thing the other night. Not that I didn't believe y'all that I was a stretchy fuck, but we were just like standing outside with the dogs and I'm like, hey babe, can you do this? And he was like, fuck no. What? No. Okay. Thanks. Just wondering. I really, 35 years of being like, this is a fitness test. That's my fitness test. I'm like, I haven't broken down if I can still shake my hands behind my back. And I just thought everybody did something like that. Body hair is how I catch ticks before they attach a lot of the time. Oh, God. That made my vagina clench. You got bed bugs. How did you get them? I don't think I've ever had bed bugs. No, I don't remember having any like bed. But I've had a tick on me once in a while though. But when I was in school, when I was in college, the school I went to was Western Washington University, and it's kind of like a very liberal school. And they have clusters of dorms instead of just like some massive dorm towers. So, like on the main campus, there's a few dorm towers, and then right off of campus, there's a cluster of dorms that are named like Greek symbols, like Sigma, Delta, etc. And they live like in the woods. And then further off campus from that is another cluster of dorms called Fairhaven. And the Fairhaven dorms are like where the super hardcore, like I don't wash kind of hippies like to go live. It's just a known thing. I don't know. Everybody that wants to go to Western is like, if I'm a dirty hippie, I want to live there. And I fuck you not, about 3 months into my freshman year, we all got an email on our school emails saying that the Fairhaven dorm had broken out in, I think it was scabies or bed bugs. I can't remember which one, and that they were asking us all to kindly house a student while they bug bombed the building. Fuck that shit. Are you kidding? I think they had to get them all apartments or something, because not one, we were like, you don't understand how bugs spread, you fucking what? My net died while working from home. Oh shit, are you guys getting storms? Holland, have a good time at the gym, honey bean. I live in the woodish area of PA, so ticks are a thing. We don't worry. I mean, everywhere on the East Coast is pretty woody, to be fair. But where I lived in Maryland, I picked a tick off the back of my neck once, and one on my groin. I was wearing my short shorts, walking out hiking with my sister, and I felt something crawl on my thigh, and it was literally speed walking to my vagina. Which is why every time someone mentions a tick now, my vagina goes, ugh, and clenches like it's dying. Still saying it'll be back by 2:45. Shit. What happens if you don't show up to the meetings? Oh my god, they came in from your neighbors in an apartment. This is so gross. Oh, road work. I bet that's what it is. Yeah, usually I would think it's the storms, because this is about the time of year, right? When you guys are going to start getting some wind. They might have, yeah, or maybe it was a car accident or something. That's usually why mine goes out. Dude, it was speed walking up my inner thigh. And if you've ever had a tick on you, they cling. So it's not like you can just flick it off. Even if they're not biting, you can't just flick a tick off or like brush it off. You have to like, because they have little like, oh God, my sister was with me and it was fucking, on that same walk, we saw a death ball of cicada killers. Yeah, it was probably at least 10 cicada killers, and it was like an undulating ball, and there was one cicada in the middle. They were all trying to eat at the same time. Same walk. It was very traumatizing. It was fucking weird. They're sticky little fuckers, right? It scared me because I thought it had bit me already because it was so hard to get off my leg, but they just cling. Ugh, gross. Ooh, my friends want to call upon you again in the future as a trip sitter. Is that okay with you? That is always okay. As long as I'm not like in the middle of a game. Yeah. Anytime. I love looking at cool visuals and finding cool music. I've already pushed one back. I'll just have to reschedule them or dial. I was gonna say, because you're kind of like, they kind of don't happen without you, right? It attached to your titty? Ticks need to go. Dude, Holland, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. That was super fun. On your boob? Why are our ticks? Oh. I don't want to live in another apartment as long as I live. I didn't mind. I don't know. I feel like I always had at least one or two just like really questionable neighbors the whole time I lived in apartments, no matter where I lived. Either, tenants that love to stand outside my window to smoke or something, like my enormous open window, and just stare in my apartment or shit. Like I've always, except in Baltimore, that apartment was great. I don't think I had any weird neighbors there. All my neighbors were really nice. But almost every other place in my life, like I've always had one or two people that just make me kind of feel unsafe, I guess, in the building. Titty ticks, right? I mean, they're everywhere. like people. I remember when I was a kid, when we would go look for mushrooms, we go mushroom picking or something with my parents. They would always check the back of our neck, but I feel like ticks can be fucking anywhere. It was from being in the woods. Ticks make my butt clench, man. I'm like ruined by ticks now. Oh God, no, thank you. I don't. Ticks have to have a reason, right? They're like a pollinator or something, right? I'm gonna tell myself that. They've got to be like mosquitoes. There has to be a purpose to them. Because otherwise, I just like. Cheers. We missed 420. Aren't possums one of the best pest control things you can have? Like in your local area? I think possums are like great for that kind of thing because I think they're. Are they immune to rabies or something? Like possums are kind of hardcore. They're food for something, yeah. Like it's. I hate them, but you got to step back and be like, food chain, man. Everything exists for a reason. Oh my God, Kills. Did I ever tell you about that really cool garden set I saw? Garden set up I saw where they had like their square plot of land that was their garden. And then this person had taken what looked like chicken wire or something like that and made a tunnel the entire perimeter of the garden that was perfect chicken height. And the tunnel then led to the chicken coop. So the chickens could like freely walk out and circle the garden and just eat bugs all day, but not go into the garden, you know? It was fucking wild. It was genius. They had ducks in there too, and they were completely the pest control. I mean, it was pretty wild. Turkeys lay ticks also. There you go. And chickens. Yeah. I follow so many possum accounts. So it's like I'm not the only one, right? Possums are like freakish. They're basically a giant rat, which I do like. They're a rat that has cuter teeth, I think, or less cute teeth. They are hardcore little fucking animals. And get this. So I read this years and years and years ago, and I'm not 100% if this was totally factual because this is like, I don't know. But I heard or read that most possums actually don't live the full potential extent of their life because they eat themselves into a state of non-mobile obesity and then just die. Is that real? Does anyone know any more about possums? I feel like I have a fever. I hate this. A tick on the boob is better than a tick in the no-no square. So carry on a fucking men on that one. Just woke up, got temp pressure again because I had to go to sleep. Because had got area hospital. Lucky they don't have to keep me in, but still had to take a sample from my lung and hated it. Oh, are you feeling any better? No shit. Frem, thank fucking fuck though, right? Oh my God. Imagine what shit like that they've unleashed that they haven't told us about that probably wiped out shit, and that's why we have pollinator problems. I learned this is another thing, again, who knows? I read this ages ago, but I read that honeybees are not native to the United States of America. Honeybees are actually from the UK and were brought over, and that our main pollinators are mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are like the number one pollinators. Mosquitoes and moths are the major pollinators in the US. Correct. Wild. I mean, I love honeybees. I don't think they do anything terrible to the environment, but it is kind of crazy when you think about it. Everybody's like, save the bees, kill mosquitoes. Like Frem literally, this is what Frem said. Scientists actually created a virus that would kill all mosquitoes, but they're like, we shouldn't be playing God here. Thank fuck. Like, I don't think we get a right to wipe out, to genocide a species because they're annoying, right? I can understand doing something like that in an area where like Nile virus or something is rampant or some horrible thing like that that's being passed by mosquitoes. Like, yeah, maybe, you know how they can like dredge ponds or they do certain things to bodies of water where they can just wipe out one little population that's, you know, killing people. So possums are human? Oh my fucking God, Frem. Damn. That's touche on that one. We had a lot of possums around here, and they're very chill. One time I was taking the trash out, and one was walking across the street a few feet from me, just looked at me, paused, chirped. Oh my god, they chirp. I don't think I've ever heard a possum make a noise, and I follow a lot of possum accounts. I follow, like, people who, like wildlife refuge kind of things. Possums that have been found almost murdered and shit like that. Yeah, honeybees also produce honey, facts. Whereas mosquitoes just make those weird worms in standing water. Really? There are lots of NA indigenous bees that feral honeybees are displacing? Feral? Okay, can you explain like I'm 5 what do you mean by a feral honeybee? Like they go into other colonies and destroy them on purpose kind of thing? Holy shit, bugs are complex and amazing. Oh, escaped. Okay. So escaped from like people who have like beehive, like little bee hive colony kind of things. Okay. I was thinking like bees, like killer bee shit. I was like, whoa. I love bugs, but I don't know a lot about bees. They're fantastic. They're fascinating and fantastic, but I don't know a ton about them. The big reason to kill all mosquitoes is because of malaria. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The better option is just to make a malaria vaccine and give it to everyone who's at risk for malaria. Yeah. Agreed. 100%. Yep. I'm glad they went that way. There's no telling what kind of knockoff effect something like that could give. Besides something that's invasive in one area, is still beneficially native to another. Yeah. I mean, I don't personally, you can never generalize personal experience, but when I was a kid, I remember my parents voting on whether or not to introduce timber wolves to this area of like Washington and Idaho, and I think a part of Eastern or Central Oregon or something like that, because long story short, like humans went and poached all the wolves. So whatever local wolves we had were gone, and the elk population was out of control. So because wolves, help take care of the elk population was so out of control there wasn't enough food. So elk were just like starving to death and dying and rotting, which then spreads disease from the rotting bodies, so on and so forth. So they were like, someone, I don't know, the government or whatever, was like, we're gonna take some wolves from Canada, bring them down here, and help with the elk thing. And these wolves were a completely different species and ended up being like having zero interest in elk and instead like to move into people's neighborhoods and kill their cats just for funsies because they're really, really territorial. It was a whole fucking mess. It was crazy to listen to my parents talk about it all the time because they, of course, were like, no, like why would you bring a species down on purpose and introduce it to a new area that is not from that area? Like, what the fuck? But they're outcompeting the natural ones. That's sad. We have some really cool bees here. That is one thing I've learned in Colorado is how many different kinds of bees there are in the world is kind of amazing. For instance, we have these little, they're really small. They're like smaller than my pinky nail, actually, probably half my pinky nail. And they're like metallic blue. I mean, they look like I want the nail polish of this bee, whatever the fuck. It's like green, blue shifting, but they live underground and they dig tiny little holes underground and you just see them pop up and go off. And I see them on my sunflowers and shit like that, but they're so pretty. There's so many different kinds of bees. Whereas where I grew up in Washington, we basically had like those big fucking stupid bumblebees or honeybees or hornets. And that was basically it. Or like a paper wasp. But there's so many different bees here. It's wild. Yeah, mold. I mean, eliminating an entire species of something seems like a bad idea no matter what. I don't know. Is that just me? That just seems like a terrible plan. Let's bring rabbits to Australia. Let's bring frogs to. Let's bring cats to New Zealand. Yeah. Humans have fucked up a lot of places. I mean, that amazing bird that humps David Attenborough's cameraman, the kakapo, we thought it was extinct for like 20 years or something like that because cats and rats. Like, there was no ground predator in New Zealand, and we brought them in, and they fucking decimated populations of big, beautiful parrots. It's fucking tragic. The Bees and Bee movie should have British accents? Maybe. It depends on how many generations down they are. Gray squirrels are not native to North America. No shit. Those huge ones? So interesting. Because it's just something I've never not seen. So you just assume. Weird. Hold on. We have possum noises. I gotta hear the clicks. Maybe I have heard it And I didn't register it, but I don't know. I don't remember hearing cute possum clicks. I must hear. Look at those babies, though. Oh my god, the babies are so cute. What? Oh! Look at their little hands. I love their little hands. That is precious. It's like a disapproving mother click. They like. Oh, cute! Look at those babies. She's so cute. I had no idea. I think, you know what's funny? I think I've heard that noise, but I thought it was them smacking their mouth. Because all the videos, usually like on Instagram and shit, it's one of those little possums like eating a piece of pineapple or papaya or some fish or something, and they're like, I thought it was them just smacking their mouth preciously. They can click. It's a trash kitty. Oh my god, trash kitties and trash pandas, though. Cute. They hit? Stop. Hold on. I know we're just stuck on a possum, but hold on. I spelled possum wrong. Jesus Christ. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, animal people. Believe it's just called an Australian possum, but it's that tiny little gold one that people in Australia find that is just it looks like a tiny little tapir or something, like a little um marmoset or some shit. Silver, right? Animals heal everything. I often feel shitty and just watch not sugar gliders because they're sugar gliders. I don't think come gold, do they? Although those are precious as well. Hold on. I'm gonna try to find it. It might not. I thought it was a possum. It's a possum! But no shit, they look so different. Hold on. Like nothing like possums in the US. They're so crazy looking. This is actually by Brave Wilderness. He's a pretty. We watched him the other day. What was the video? Oh, the frog. You know the guy that had the frog and it was like. That guy, Brave Wilderness. He's pretty dank, actually. I do enjoy him. He's kind of a goober, but he doesn't. I don't know. I enjoy his shows. He seems very intelligent. And he's very much like, leave nature alone. Stop. Don't touch things. Please don't do that. And I'm into that. A meet and greet planned? No, I do not have a meet and greet plan. Like an official one with the line and shit? No, I've never done. That's a lie. I did one time, but it was like for a charity. I did it for, not St. Jude's. Extra Life? I did one for Extra Life one time for a big old charity thing. But no, I've never done one before. I just don't feel cool enough for that shit, man. It's really intimidating. I've seen people go up to those little podiums for meet and greet and just stand there with an empty line for 4 hours, and it's really, really sad and makes me anxious. So I've never done that before, but I'm probably gonna set together like a dinner or something one of the nights where we just all go out and fucking hang out. But that's usually what we do. We usually find a place that just has long fucking tables that can accommodate large amounts of people and sit and get fun food and shit like that. But if you guys are going to TwitchCon, I'm gonna, man, I'd say I'd tweet about it, but everybody's so scattered now. Where would be the best place to get like just an idea of who's gonna be there? I don't know. It's everywhere now. Shit. This channel is subscribed to Possum Facts, Animal Facts, hard yeah. Obsessive. Animals are everything. They're the coolest thing in the whole world. No one can tell me different. Oh my god, I would never freak out. CJ, seriously, my little sister's coming, by the way, so super excited. You'll see two. You'll see me times two, but it'll be like me with long brown hair, and then me. So if you think you see me, i.e., real tall bitch with a fat ass, but there's long brown hair on that fat ass, Not on the ass, but you know what I mean, attached to the person. That's my little sister, but she looks exactly like me. We're 5 years difference, but we get asked if we're twins a lot. I don't know what happened in the genetics lottery. It just didn't happen. My mom had pretty much clones. Only difference is our skin tone, so we get mistaken for each other a lot. So I keep saying that, but I'm a little, like if you scream CK or ClassyKatie over and over, that brown-haired tall bitch is not going to turn around, and I just don't want anyone to think I'm being rude and wore a wig or something. That's my little sister. But we spent a huge portion of our childhood in Vegas. So when she heard it was in Vegas, she's like, I'm going to come. We're going to go to all the old haunts. I'm like, yeah, let's go. So we're going to wear sequins and be dorky together. But yeah, she's another tall, big ass bitch, but she has long, beautiful brown hair. I do. I have lots. Oh my God. Hold on. Before we watch before we watch the possum video, I have a photo. It's actually of me, my mom, and my sister because we look so much like my mom. It's very bizarre. Like no genetic variance, I guess, is what you would say in the three of us. But I've pulled it out a few times because it's so weird. That's what she said. I've pulled it out a few times. Katie, shut up. Something's going on with my computer. There's just a white box stuck in the middle of my monitor and it won't go away, but you guys don't see it on OBS, so I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's making it really hard to literally see anything on my monitor. What would cause a little white box to just be stuck in the middle of my monitor, y'all? Do you know? I don't know. And it's just stuck. It's just stuck there, right in the middle. No matter what oh wait, did it go away? It just went away. It just went away. Am I having a stroke? Oh, it's back. It's back now. What the fuck? I'm not kidding you. It's like a white square, but if I grab the little window I'm working in and move it around, it like erases the little white square slowly. Am I losing my mind? It's back. What the fuck? That's probably fine and not a potential problem. No shit. So it goes away, and then it basically copies whatever the next window is in that little white square. So when I scroll, that little white square is whatever was in that space in the last one. And then as I scroll, it just slowly turns white. And then it's just a white square again. You couldn't write this. You couldn't make it up. It's not interesting enough. It's back. It's on the monitor. I can't even show you. It's just right in the middle. So it blocks out half of chat and half of OBS. Oh no! CJ, hold on. I gotta remind myself where that one is. You won't get mugged, so you won't get mugged anywhere in Vegas. But what will happen is like someone dressed in an outfit that looks like Mickey Mouse went through hell and got spit out of hell's butthole will come up to you, wrap their arm around your shoulder, someone else will take a picture, and then they will start trying to pressure you heavily to give them money for that picture because they took it. If anyone tries to touch you on the strip, just like walk the fuck away. Unless they're snapping little cards at you. If they have a deck of cards they're snapping, grab one. It's hookers. They used to just hand them out and set them everywhere, but nowadays they can't approach you. You have to be like, hey, can I have a card? But it's hookers. Oh, if you're right by the convention center, you're totally fine. Yeah, hold on, I'm looking. I haven't been in like 5 years since my Nana died, which is really sad. But no, if you're on the main part of the strip, seriously, like, as long as you're not an idiot, like, don't walk. I don't have my phone on me. Don't walk around with your phone outstretched in your arm like this, doing selfie videos, because a little kid is going to run by and grab it out of your hand, and it's fair game. It's theirs now. Don't be stupid. You know what I mean? Common sense, any big city common sense kind of things. It's the hooers. Seriously, when I was a kid, they used to hand us these cards, and me and my sisters would collect them. We had like decks of all the Vegas hooers. It was a good time. My computer is freaking out. Now my entire browser's white. I think I might have a video card bug. I don't know what the fuck's going on.